Well, it's happened. Cyberpunk's been delayed again. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video on the channel today. This one I felt I had to do a video on because I've been looking forward to this game and unfortunately it's been delayed again. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. It came out on the 27th of October that Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed by a further 21 days. So it's not actually coming out on 19th of November now, it's now coming out on 10th of December. Which is a little disappointing. And there's been a bit of uproar about it, but to be honest, as much as I want this game, I would rather Projekt Red delay it to get it absolutely perfect, bang on, than release it after a patch and then there's things that aren't working with the game. So yeah, there was they posted out a tweet on it, so I'll just go over it in case you guys weren't aware of what's happened. Yeah, so they tweeted out this message, so I'll just read what they said, then we can discuss it. So it goes, "Hey everyone, today we've decided to move the release date of Cyberpunk 2077 by 21 days. The new release date is December 10th. Most likely, there are many emotions and questions in your head, so first and foremost, please accept our humble apologies. The biggest challenge for us right now is shipping the game on current gen, next gen and PC at the same time, which requires us to prepare and test 9 versions of it. Xbox One, Xbox One X, compatibility on Xbox Series S and X, PS4, PS4 Pro, compatibility on PS5, PC and Stadia while working from home. Since Cyberpunk 2077 evolved towards almost being a next gen title somewhere along the way, we need to make sure everything works well and every version runs smoothly. We're aware it might seem unrealistic when someone says that 21 days can make any difference in such a massive and complex game, but they really do." Yeah, I think the reason it's been delayed is because they was having issues. Bearing in mind, they're trying to get every single version like up to scratch, perfect, spot on, finished for launch. So the fact that they've got 9 different versions they've got to try and work on, I can understand why it's been delayed. So you know, I'd rather them take the extra days to try and get it. And like, to a lot of people, 21 days don't seem a lot, but when you're a developer working in the gaming industry, 21 days, like that's a lot of time to give you to work with. It also goes on to say, some of you might also be wondering what these words mean in light of us saying we achieved Gold Master some time ago. Passing certification or going gold means the game is ready, can be completed and has all content in it, but it doesn't mean we stop working on it and raising the quality bar. On the contrary, this is a time where many improvements are being made which will then be distributed via a day zero patch. This is the time period we undercalculated. We feel we have an amazing game on our hands and are willing to make every decision, even the hardest ones, if it ultimately leads to you getting a video game you fall in love with. Yours, Adam Bobowski and Marcin Iwinski, Projekt Red." I mean, it is disappointing, I won't lie, because I think it's the 3rd time it's been delayed now. But again, I'm one of those gamers, not people disagree with me on this, but I would rather them delay it, get it right, than release it and essentially being a broken game. I know we're supposed to have it, was it April was supposed to come out, and then it got delayed to September, and then it was November, and now it's December. But I'd rather them take the time because this game is going to be worth the wait. Like, 100% can guarantee it's going to be a contender for Game of the Year, even though it's coming out in the last month of this year. I do think it's going to impress people. For all the stuff I've seen that's only been the prologue, it looks like incredible. So I'm still going to get it. I'm going to pre-order it, and I'd rather than wait to get it right, because you always see it when there's been prime examples of games where they brought it out and it's not worse. Anthem, absolute prime example. The beta of the game was better than the actual game. So when that came out, it was like, what? It shouldn't have come out when it came out. So that's a prime example of it. So disappointing as it is, I think this is a smart move by Projekt Red because they want to get the game right. That is fact. Further up to this, there's an article on Variety that I was reading on. I'll post a link down below so you can check it out for yourselves. So Cyberpunk 2077 pushed back again to December. So it says, just a few weeks before its planned November 19th launch, developer Projekt Red has again pushed back its highly anticipated Cyberpunk 2077 21 days to December 10th, which they've confirmed. In an announcement on the Cyberpunk 2077 Twitter page, director Adam Bobowski and CD Projekt Red co-founder and joint CEO Marcin Iwinski cited the struggles of preparing the game for current gen consoles and next gen, as the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X both launch next month, which I thought was a factor, to be honest, because not only are they trying to get it ready for these other ones, they want to make sure it's ready on launch for the new console, so I can understand it. Yeah, so this just kind of highlights what they said on Twitter. The biggest challenge for us right now is shipping the game on current gen, next gen and PC at the same time, which requires us to prepare and test 9 versions of it while working from home, which is what they said on Twitter. Since Cyberpunk 2077 evolved towards almost being the next gen title somewhere along the way, we need to make sure everything works well and every version runs smoothly. Yeah, that makes sense. And again, it just reiterates, we're aware it might seem unrealistic when someone says 21 days can make any difference in such a massive and complex game, but they really do. This marks the third time the next big tentpole from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt development has been delayed. Originally, as announced at E3 2019, it was set for April 2020. Then they pushed back to September 2020. Then again delayed to November 19th, which is when it should have been coming out. The news also comes to CD Projekt Red garnered backlash after Bloomberg Post report that said the Post developer was mandating 6-day work weeks for its employees in the weeks leading up to its previously scheduled launch. When aged on a formal promise to not force overtime on its staff, many fans in fact called the studios to delay the game instead of turning into mandatory overtime, an issue that has received increasing attention in the game development industry. And they've just posted like the link to the Twitter page with a tweet that they said about it. Yeah, because from what I understand, they basically everyone in CD Projekt Red are working long hours to try and get the game, because I think they're basically working up until launch, and obviously there's a lot of crunch time involved, which I think they've been criticised for in the long weeks. But one thing, whenever I watch anything from CD Projekt Red on this game for Cyberpunk, when they was doing their web series Night City Wire, you can tell that every single person loves this game and they want it perfect. So to me, 21 days, you know, it might seem like a long time, but it's pretty much November now, so it's going to fly around. And like I said, I would rather make the extra time to get it right so it works on every single platform than bring it out and then they have to do like a massive patch update on day one and then things still ain't right. So I see it from both sides. I see it from the fans' perspective because we've been waiting for it for so long. I also see it from the studio side because, you know, they didn't want to delay it. Fortunately, they thought it was the right decision. One thing that's really been doing my head in, I've been seeing like there's been people on Twitter that are sending them death threats, like, if you don't bring this game out, I'm gonna, like, you know, kill you, or I'm gonna do this and that. And I'm like, that's when you have to think, grow up. Like, what's the point of sending death threats? At the end of the day, these are people and they have families. They don't need that kind of online trial and abuse. And I saw on Twitter that they're actually reporting people, and I'm like, good. Yeah, good, you should do. You shouldn't be sending death threats to developers that are working on something for our pleasure, than just to go a 180 and just start threatening them and posting abuse online. Keyboard warriors, man. I hate keyboard warriors. You know, stick down a keyboard. It's like, look, at the end of the day, they felt like it was the right decision. You know, whether you agree or disagree, it's not coming out until they want it to come out. So it doesn't matter what you hurl at them online, but they don't need it because they've been working on this game for so long. Like, you know, just accept it and just don't be arseholes about it. Like, it's simple. Again, I get you can be passionate about something and it's frustrating as a fan, but like I said, on the other side of the coin, I would rather them delay it so they can work on it, get it right, and then we just have an amazing gaming experience. But can't control keyboard warriors. It's just part and parcel of culture, not just the gaming industry, just every industry, whether it's music, games, films, TV. You're always going to get keyboard warriors. You can't control it, but I'm disappointed. Yes. Am I still going to get the game? Of course. I'm not going to be like, I'm going to boycott CD Projekt Red because it's supposed to come out. Nah. One thing I know with any game, and you can backtrack this to, you know, pretty much every game that's come out, just because they set a release date, 90% of the time it doesn't come out and launch, because obviously there might be other factors. Like I said, we're in the middle of a pandemic, and because they're having to do all this work from home as opposed to being in the actual studio doing it, that's obviously been a factor, because let's face it, you're not going to have the computer power at home in your bedroom that you would do at, like, say, the CD Projekt Red studio offices. So that's probably a factor. And then there might be some bugs and stuff they're trying to work out. So it's all these little things that have obviously piled up. 21 days, obviously that's a lot of time for them to try and work on it and get it right. I think, you know, people just, they're going to enjoy the game. Like, let's face it, there's not one person that's wanting to get this game. They're not going to be disappointed, because everything I've seen so far, bearing in mind it's just the epilogue stuff, this is just the beginning of the game. It looks incredible. Like, I love the premise of it. I love that you can choose a different story for your characters. You can choose, like, where you come from and obviously you can customise your character as well. I really think this game is going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait for it. Really can't wait. Yeah, like I said, disappointed, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. They felt it was the right decision to delay it. I'm still going to get it. Can't wait for it. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it, guys. I don't know what you guys think. Are you disappointed about it? I hope no one's been hurt and abused at CD Projekt Red on their Twitter, because that's just not on. That's not cool. Don't do that. Interested to see what you guys think. Like, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. That's just my opinion on the situation with Cyberpunk 2077, guys. I said disappointing, but we're still going to get the game. Hopefully it does come out on December 10th and it doesn't get delayed anymore. But yeah, that's just my thoughts on it, guys. So that's the latest update with Cyberpunk. December 10th is the release date, so it'll be coming out across all platforms. So hopefully that's the final delay on it. I imagine it will, but I don't think they'll want to delay it till next year, because I reckon they'll want to get it out this year. Yeah, that's just my thoughts on it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Stay tuned for more videos. And if anything else develops on this story, I'll update you. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next video. Have a good one. Take care.